What's up, people? I'm back with another video. This guy over here, Mr. Diddy, he will possibly be heading to federal court to face a grand jury in regards to all of this mess that he has going on, okay? Now, here's been my whole issue with this whole situation. My thing is, Diddy is not the first individual who's been tied up in all of these kind of allegations, and he's not going to be the last, unfortunately. I just feel if we're going to be doing all of this, we need to treat everybody the same. White, black, Asian, Chinese, Hispanic, whatever. Treat them the same. Don't do one more than you do the other, okay? Now, he has had 7 lawsuits been filed against him for SA since December, he had his home raided in March. It's just been so much going on with Diddy. And at this point, I'm really thinking that they are going to send this man for some real jail time. And it looks like CNN has more proof of everything that's going on. Let's get right into the story, y'all. Welcome to Royer's Corner. If this is your first time, welcome. If not, welcome back. Hit the like button, subscribe, and that notification bell on all. Exclusive federal grand jury may soon hear from Sean Diddy Combs' accusers. Wow, okay? So federal investigations are preparing to bring accusers of the music mogul Sean Diddy Combs before a federal grand jury. 2 sources familiar with the probe tell CNN, signaling the U.S. Justice Department is moving towards potentially seeking an indictment of Combs. Y'all, this is major. Now, let me tell you this. If this was not something that they had real proof of, like if they didn't have some kind of solid evidence that they're kind of standing on, they wouldn't be doing all of this. So there's got to be something, okay? Possible witnesses have been notified by investigators that they could be brought in to testify in front of a federal grand jury in New York City, according to one source. Bringing individuals who have filed civil lawsuits against Combs before a grand jury would mark a significant escalation in the government's ongoing investigation involving the producer and Bad Boy Records founder. Combs has been named in 8 civil suits since December, 7 directly accusing him of sexual SA. One of the 8 lawsuits filed from former girlfriend Cassie Ventura has been settled. Another suit accused his son Sean Combs of SA and Christian Combs of SA, and Sean Combs is accused of aiding and abetting. Whew, so now your son is mixed up in all of this, okay? According to what we are hearing, okay? And I have heard about that lawsuit with your son. A spokesperson for the Homeland Security Investigation Agency, HSI, declined to comment on existence of grand jury, but noted the investigation remains ongoing. These potential witnesses have not yet prepped for testimony. Both sources told CNN, cautioning that HSI investigators are still in the process of gathering evidence and questioning potential sources of information in their federal probe into Combs. One source said investigators are being thorough and taking their time to ensure that an indictment should be one if there should be one, is bulletproof, okay? Grand jury comprises of ordinary citizens, are a critical tool used by prosecutors, providing both an investigative function in approving the subpoenaing of documents and witnesses, and a vote on whether to criminally charge the suspect. The use of grand jury signaling a particular case has moved beyond the preliminary stages where investigators generally assess whether possible violation of the law are believed to have been committed. This is serious, y'all. This is really, really like, whoa, like they not playing. I mean, at this point, I was talking to somebody on the phone. I mean, he finna be like Bill Cosby. The only difference is Bill Cosby was old. They let him out. Diddy, you in your 50s. You ain't going nowhere if you get some time. Nowhere. But behind them bars. Feds have interviewed multiple of Combs' accusers. Combs' home in Los Angeles and Miami were searched back in March. At the time, CNN reported that the rapper and entrepreneur was the target of a federal investigation carried out by the Department of Homeland Security team that handles human trafficking crimes, and the ongoing investigation included a focus on sex trafficking, according to law enforcement sources. Now, additional sources told CNN that the majority of the plaintiffs who have filed civil suits against Combs have been interviewed by federal investigators. Combs has vehemently denied claims from many of the civil suits, but has not responded to all of the allegations. In December 2023, after 4 suits had been filed against him, Combs posted a fierce denial on his social media, writing that sickening allegations have been made by accusers looking for a quick payday. Let me be absolutely clear. I did not do any of the awful things being alleged, okay? Unfortunately, Diddy, I just don't believe you. And this is why. And I tell the people all of this. I tell anybody who I've had this conversation with, this is my first statement. If you would do and say and act the way you did on TV when you had these shows, what you doing behind closed doors? How are you behaving behind closed doors? How are you talking to people behind closed doors when nobody's watching? Because this is the stuff that you did on camera, and you was a complete ass. CNN previously reported in March, per a law enforcement source, the investigation stems from many of the sexual SA allegations put forth in several of the civil lawsuits against Combs. CNN has learned that the scope of the investigation is much larger, focusing on sex trafficking, money laundering, and illegal drugs. In addition to human trafficking, HSI also investigates narcotic smuggling, and other organized criminal activities. Woo, this is a lot. This is a whole lot. And my thing is like, okay, when you are rich and famous and you live this kind of lifestyle, I mean, I would hope that you wouldn't do this, but when you come from the lifestyle that he does, you know, it's not surprising, especially the smuggling of narcotics and pow-pows and all of that stuff. But this is a lot. This is a lot going on. And especially coming from the era that Diddy came from, that was a thing back then, you know, and it still is today. It's much bigger than these lawsuits. One of the sources familiar with the scoop of the investigation said federal investigators are now digging deeper, and some of the accusers have been questioned numerous times, a source said. A second source corroborated this current statement of the investigation. Accusers who have spoken to federal agent during the investigation have been actively cooperating with investigators, with some handing over evidence they believe may be helpful in the probe. One source said investigators are also bringing in new evidence for questioning, including corroborating witnesses of accusers. Evidence including video of Combs' residence. Federal agents are in possession of videos taken inside of Combs' recent search residence. A source said it's unclear whether the videos were seized during the raid or whether investigators obtained the video from an individual they had been questioning. They are contacting people that they found on the tape, source told CNN. At least one male sex worker who claims he was victimized by Combs. He has been questioned during the investigation, one source adding that the individual was seen in footage that is in possession of the federal investigators. In some of the lawsuits against Combs' accuser, have been alleged that they were informed after the fact that they were recorded having sex without giving their consent. Um, Combs has not responded to the specific accusations, but he dismissed all allegations, wrongdoings in a blanket denial back in a post 2023. In some civil suits, Combs is alleged of drugging multiple accusers. In the two most recent lawsuits filed against Combs within the past week, former fashion student April Lampros and former model Crystal McKinney both accused Combs of drugging them. In Lampost's suit, she claims that Combs forced her to take ecstasy and then demands she have sexual intercourse with one of his former girlfriends before R-ing her. Combs has not responded to CNN's request for comments since the two lawsuits were filed. Combs was also accused in a civil lawsuit filed last November of intentionally drugging and SAing Joy Dickerson Neal back in '91 when she was a college student through his legal team. Though his legal team has filed a motion to dismiss a portion of the suit, Dickerson Neal also accused Combs of revenge porn, claiming the Combs security guard secretly recorded the sexual assault. Days later, a male friend revealed to Dickerson Neal that he had viewed it, according to her claim. Okay. Combs' team did not respond to specific allegations of drugging or secret recording, but a spokesperson at the time said the complaint was made up and not creditable, discrediting the accusations as purely a money grab in their motion to dismiss, which is still pending. Attorneys for Combs called Dickerson Neal's allegations false, offensive, and salacious. Y'all. Mr. Combs. I'm not exactly sure where we go from here, being that, you denied, the allegations with Cassie, and then you paid her off, and then we got this video of you literally dragging and beating the hell out of her in the middle of a hallway in the hotel. I don't know what to believe at this point. Like I said, when I think back on how you treated those people, on TV, it just really makes me think like, wow, maybe he really did do these things that he is being accused of. I mean, to me, so many people cannot keep coming out with the similar story and something not be true. This is a hot mess, y'all, but leave your thoughts and opinions down below in the comment section. Hit the like button on this video. If you're not a subscriber, check out my channel. If you like what we got going on, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell on all. That way you see each and every time I post a video with you in mind. Well, if Diddy is accused of these crimes, I say max 20 years. That's the most he'll get. And like I said, they ain't gonna do him like they did Bill Cosby, because Bill Cosby was old. Sir, you still young and in your prime at 50 something. You going to jail and you will be behind them bars. Leave your thoughts and opinions down below. Hit the like button, subscribe, and that notification bell on all. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all, and I will catch y'all next time in Maria's Corner. Bye.